Hi everyone, it's Tammy and it's time for another one sheet wonder. And this time I have 11 cards and I was looking on Pinterest to come up with some ideas. So I got this a little bit from some Pinterest inspiration, I guess. This isn't exactly like the person's that I saw, but I liked that it had a bunch of different sizes and didn't discard any of the paper. And I also liked this paper. This was in my stash. It is retired from Stampin' Up, but I can use either side. And the colors with it are Blushing Bride and Rich Razzleberry. So I incorporated those papers into my cards. So I've gone ahead and prepped some. I went ahead and I cut my layers of Rich Razzleberry, and I already went ahead and cut my 11 cards. And I also cut my scallops circles and my regular circles and went ahead and stamped on those. So I colored them with our Stampin' Right markers. I love these things. And then I also used my 2-inch punch, and then I used a Paper Studio punch for the scallop. I got this at Hobby Lobby when they were all on huge discount. And then this is a Stampin' Up product. And I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I don't exclusively use Stampin' Up products, obviously. I do love our products. I think that they are really nice. And I love our punches because they are so small. I mean, look in comparison about how much room these take. It's crazy. So I much prefer these, but to be honest, these are quite pricey. And this one was on sale for such a good discount that I had to go ahead and get that. So I've already prepared those. And I also brought in some Tip Top Taupe because I'm not sure, but I think that that's the color on that, and that is a retired color. Actually, probably a lot of this is retired by the time that this comes up because the new catalog is either out or coming out, and some of these are probably retiring. So I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to post this, but it will be in May sometime. So you may not be able to get all of these products, but this isn't about the product. This is more about the cards and being able to make a lot of cards using one designer sheet of paper or printed sheet of paper. So this is how I colored them. I did some of them a little differently, but they all have the basic 3 colors in them. And I might also use some twine for these cards. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I have this available in case I decide to do that. So I'm going to take a picture of this at the end and let you guys have a copy of this so that you can see what I cut everything in. And these are the layers that I cut, and those are in the Rich Razzleberry. So these are the layers, and then right now we're going to cut the designer series paper to match this. So my first cut needs to be at 4 inches. So let me just move these over for a little bit. And I like using paper that really doesn't have a front or a right side. It just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to cut it, my first cut at 4 inches, and then my next cut is going to be at 3 inches. And then my next cut will be I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to cut 4.5 inches. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and cut at 2 inches. And all of this is shown on the picture at the end, so you can pause it. And then 2.5 inches, and this is 5 inches wide. So you can see how that's turning out. And then I'm going to cut this at 3 inches. And then I'm going to cut it at 4.5 inches. And that leaves me with a 3x3 square here. And then I'm going to cut this one at 4.5 inches. And then this leaves me with a 3x2 piece of paper here. And I wrote this one a little bit funny, and I need to change that. I need to put 2x3. It said 3x2, and either way is okay, but I want you to know that this is the 2-inch cut to here. So each one of these lines is a cut. And you'll see how they coordinated. And then I also numbered them so you could see which card they belong to. So something that I did with this one, and I haven't done with past ones, but I really kind of liked it, is I put all 11 cards together, and then as I was cutting the layers, I just stuck the layer with the card. So I know which layer goes with which card. And I'm going to do that same thing with these. Oh, I didn't cut these middle too. Silly girl. Let's go back. And for those of you that might be curious as to what exactly a one-sheet wonder is, it's just a way to craft and get a lot of cards, or sometimes it's a card in a box or cards in a box or whatever, using one sheet of printed pretty paper. So you get a lot of bang for your buck is pretty much what it is. So this is 3. I'm going to cut it at 4.5. And then 3. And then this should be at 4.5 again. And then this final one, I'm going to cut at 5.25 and 3.5. And this is 3.25. So that should be all the cutting we need to do, but I might need to use my thing to measure so I'll know which order these go in. But this is going to be helpful. Like I said, I have it all separated here. So I'm just going to leave these kind of up like this. And my first one needs to be 4 by 5.25, and I'm assuming that's this big one. But I'm just going to measure, I'll leave this to the side here, 4 by 5.25. That is card number 1. I'm going to just put it down here. Okay, and then card number 2 is 4 by 3.25. So let me see here. 4 by 3.5, I mean. By 3.5, yep, that's this one. Card number 3 is 4 by 3.25. That's this one. Card number 5 is 3.25 by 4.25. That one's not it. 3.25 by 4.75. That's 4.5. Well, let's just, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. This is 4.5 by 3. So I'm going to find one if I can. Well, maybe I cut something wrong. Okay, we're going to just move that to the side. And I think this one is the same size. Oh, I'm looking at this. Dingbat. I need to be looking at this. Okay, sorry. 3 by 4.5. 3 by 4.5 is number 4, which is this one. And then another 3 by 4.5 is number 9. So then I will go to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm just going to put that there, and I'm not ready to put it over here yet, so that's fine. And then I have this one. I think this one is the 3 by 3. And so that goes to number 7. And number 8 is another 3 by 3. Seven, 8, 9. Okay. Oh, and then I have an 8 as a 2 by 3 too. Just to make it complicated. He gets 2. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's not 8, is it? That one, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, okay. Whoop. And then this one is 2 by 5. So this one is number 11. That one's easy enough. It's the last one. This one is 3 by 4.5. This is number 9. 11, 10, 9. Oops. 11, 10, 9. Oh, there's 2 of these. 3 by 4.5 is also number 5. Okay. What's that one? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. And then this one is 2.5 by 5. So this is number 10. And this one's number 11, I think. Why do I have 2 of these? 4.5. 5. Okay. This one goes to number 6. I didn't measure that one. This one goes to number 11. All right, so now that we have them all ready, we can get started. So I kind of drew pictures of how I thought that they would look, but you can do it however you think it looks best. And I'm just going to use my snail adhesive, or this is, I use it in my ATG, which is an automatic tape gun. And it's just because I use so much of it. So I'm just centering this one down. And then I thought I would put this one over the top of that. Also centered. Now keep in mind, I just came up with this design and I have not put these together yet, but I was thinking that this would look good. I don't think I need those anymore. So you might want to use glue, or you might want to use ATG. It doesn't really matter. However, whatever works best for you. I sometimes like gluing these, but and then you can put this down wherever you see fit. And I'm kind of liking some twine. I'm going to use some. And I went ahead and stuck that one down, and I probably shouldn't have yet, so I'm just going to rip it up or pull it up. So I'm just putting this where I think it looks good, and then I will put this over it. Just ripped it like that. And I may use dimensionals. Why not? So there we go. There is card number 1. Cute, huh? And then card number 2, I thought that I would do it something like this. And then if you wanted to put a sentiment or something down here, you could, or maybe up there, however you wanted to. And I'm going to stick these two together. And then I'll wrap the twine around this one a couple of times. I need to sharpen my scissors. They're not cutting very well. I kind of like it on that side, so I'm turning it even though I wasn't going to. And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take these kind of quickly and glue them onto the base. So you can see how if you do these in an assembly line, it really does make things go really quickly. And that's how I try to always do my one-sheet wonders. And I really like making these. They're kind of addictive, to be honest. Once you start doing them, you may not want to stop because they're fun. And you get to do, like I said, a lot of cards for a little effort. And lots of times I think they turn out really cute. And it's just because you're doing them all similarly or whatever. I mean, I spent probably 20 minutes coloring and cutting out these and the card bases and the layers before I turned on the camera. But, oh, and look, I forgot to color this one. So I am going to, I'm not going to get out my tip-top taupe just because I already put it away. I'm just going to grab this green marker that I have kind of handy and color this in. That happens sometimes when you are doing them in bulk in the assembly line. Every once in a while you'll mess up. We're only human after all. Daggone it. It reminded me of that Billy Joel song, then I started singing that in my head. Put my cap back on, otherwise known as a stainless steel pen. There we go, so now those are all done. And I may just go ahead and put, why not, some adhesive on each side of these. Yeah, my scissors do not like me for some reason right now. There's a catch in them right there. I don't know if I cut something or what I did, but I did something. I think that two little things will hold these just fine. If I feel like I need to put more on, I can after I've gotten it on there. But I think that we'll be fine with two pieces of pop dots or dimensionals. And I've done several of these this year so far, and maybe even some last year. I don't know when I started doing them, but I think I even have a playlist called One Sheet Wonder, so check it out. This will be in it. And you can check out all of them and do some for yourself if you'd like. Okay, so then this is card, I didn't finish card number 2. And you know what, you don't even have to put something on them. I mean, it's cute just like that, but this makes it even a little cuter. There we go, card number 2. Maybe I should try to keep them in order over here. 1, 2, and then 3. I think I'm going to do something a little different like that on this one, just for fun. And then do this one here, and maybe put this here with the twine wrapped here, maybe? I don't know. Why not? Tying these knots is being the worst part of it. Ugh. Okay, see what I did here? I made it way too loose, so what I'm gonna do is pull this over to this side. Tape it down like that. Tape it down like that, and then pull it up here. Tape it down like that. And that. And that should hold it pretty good. And I'm going to put this over here. And let's trim this and that. And I'll put this, where do I want it? I want it over here, like that. So there's card number 3. Card number 4. I'm not going to put twine on this one. There's card number 4. Card number 5. I'm going to kind of do it like the other one, I think. Yeah. Only I'm going to put the twine on this one, I think. I'll put it down here. And then I'm going to put the designer series paper on top. Maybe I made this too big or too high. Let's move it down some. There we go. And then I might just use these instead if it does any better. Oh, these need sharpened too. Good grief. My elephant's fallen. Get up there, little elephant. And then I'm going to put this over here. Like that. Card number 5. So then card number 6. Oops. Almost had the card opening the wrong way. That would be cute, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be the first time I've done that, for sure. And if you ever wanted to use the other side of your designer series paper, by all means, do what you want. Six, 7, 'Perhaps I'm getting a little bit better at tying these now. Perhaps. Yay! Let's cut this off. And under is better. There we go. That's card number. Is this 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So here is card number 8, and this one has both of these pieces. Unless I wanted to make card number 12. But we'll just go with 8. Because I think I was planning something like this, just for fun. Or I could even do that and then that. Nah, I like it the other way. And then this one will go right here. Yeah, I think that's cute. And then this is number 9. And I think I will use twine on this one. Ooh, I just snapped my finger. Good thing the scissors aren't sharp, huh? Crazy. If those had been sharp, that would probably be bleeding like crazy right now. Doing the same thing with this one, pulling it taut on each side. And then let's have it this way. And this way. And that right there. That's cute. 9. Then number 10 and number 11 are a little bit similar. Or maybe they're not that similar. I might be lying to you. Well, come on off. There we go. Number 10. And then our last one. Put this way. And I think I will use some twine. There we go. I thought I was doing that. Crazy. Needed to move that knot over a little bit. It was too close to the center. I was telling myself it was when I was doing it, but I did it anyway. Oh, that's kind of crooked, but that's all right. It doesn't look bad. So there we go. Those are all 11 cards. So let me just go through them again real quick for you so you can see them. Let me get rid of this trash. Okay. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for a little more one sheet wonders. Thank you. Bye-bye.